Good morning, children. Our next topic is e-banking or electronic banking. So, we have studied about what is e-learning. That is, E in that e-learning is electronic learning. Likewise, e-banking is a type of electronic banking. So, e-banking is a service which is provided via the banks in which you have an account. So, a bank in which we have an account provides a type of banking called e-banking. To access this service, you need to contact the bank. The bank provides a username and password through which you can log in on the e-portal of the bank, that is the website of the bank, with the help of the username and the password provided by the bank. So, the e-portal of the bank provides various services to us, like you can maintain an account, transfer electronic currency, or e-banking allows us to access your account on the internet from anywhere in the world at any time. It provides secure transactions on the internet. It also saves time of the customer for doing bank transactions. So, e-banking can be used to access cash through an ATM or directly deposit of paychecks into checking or savings account. So, all these things are possible with the help of e-banking. So, let us see what are the features of e-banking. So, e-banking provides the following features to the customer. First one is account details. Customers can view their bank account details like opening a new account, account balance, download statements, credit card details, etc. So, with the help of e-banking, user can view the account details like they can open a new account balance can be viewed, then balance statements, then loan and credit card details can be viewed with the help of e-banking. Then fund transfer. Customers can transfer money to their own account or other bank accounts. Customer can transfer money to their own account or other bank accounts. Then next feature is request services. Customers can send requests to issue checkbook, demand draft, or stop check payment, debit card, etc. So, a customer can request the bank to provide certain services without going into the bank, like the services like to issue the checkbook or to issue a demand draft or to stop a check payment or debit card, etc. Next service is value added service. It allows customers to pay utility bills, recharge mobile, create virtual cards, pay any Visa credit card bills, register for e-statement, SMS, banking, etc. So, all these services are provided by e-banking facility. The term electronic currency refers to the form of digital currency, that is electronically created or stored. Smart cards, digital cash, digital checks, etc. are examples of electronic currency. Levels of e-banking business. The levels of e-banking business are basic information e-banking, simple transaction e-banking, transactional e-banking. So, basic information e-banking website that just disseminate information on banking products and services offered to bank customers and the general public. Basic information e-banking websites just contain the information on banking products and the services offered to bank customers and the general public. The next one is simple transaction e-banking websites. E-banking. They are the websites that allow bank customers to submit applications for different services, make queries on their account balance, and submit instructions to the bank, but do not permit any account transfer. The next type is advanced transactional e-banking. They are websites that allow bank customers to electronically transfer funds to or from their accounts, pay bills, and conduct other banking transactions online. So these are the three levels of e-banking business. So what are the three levels of e-banking business? They are basic information e-banking, simple transactional e-banking, advanced transactional e-banking. In basic information e-banking, it is just a website containing the information of the bank or the services offered by the customers, and it does not contain any does not provide any support for transactions or any services. Next type is simple transactional e-banking. These websites provide the support for accessing different services. The next one is advanced transactional e-banking. These are the websites that allow the banking customers to transfer funds. Online banking was first introduced in the early 1980s in New York, United States. Let us see what are the advantages and disadvantages of e-banking. So, first let us see the advantages. Online banking sites and apps are available 24/7 and can be accessed from anywhere. Many online bank accounts also provide ATM fee reimbursement. Customers can make some of the permitted transactions from office or home or while traveling using mobile telephone. Greater customer satisfaction by offering unlimited access to the bank. It lowers the transaction cost. It reduces the load on bank branches. So these are the advantages of e-banking system. That is, it is available always. That is 24/7 it is available. Then fee for ATM, using ATM is reimbursed. Then customers can make some of the permitted transactions from office or anywhere, sitting anywhere. Then this e-banking helps customer satisfaction. Then transaction cost is reduced and it lowers the workload of bank employees. Then the disadvantages of e-banking. So e-banking is a good service unless the user has internet connection. If there is power outrage or server breaks down, you will not be able to have an access to your bank account. There is always a chance that some miscreant gains unauthorized access to your bank account by stealing your password or login credentials. So these are the disadvantages that may occur while using e-banking system. One is some attackers may gain access to your bank account by stealing your username and password. And the other thing is, to get connected to the e-banking system, you need a internet connection. Next is e-shopping. Online shopping or e-shopping is the process that consumers go through to purchase products or services over the internet. The advent of technology brought many benefits along with it, but the dark aspects are also not hidden. Activities that used to take a great deal of time are now cut down to a few clicks you are performing online through the internet. When it comes to shopping, the online mode of it has brought about ease and comfort to a great extent. Shopping online looks like the easiest thing you can do when you are in a rush to get things. We are all familiar with e-shopping because currently most of the people depend on online shopping sites like Amazon, Flipkart, etc. We do shoppings online. So these facilities provided by online shopping sites are called e-shopping. Shopping performed electronically is called electronic shopping. So e-shopping is a form of electronic commerce that allows customers to directly buy goods from a seller on the internet by using a web browser. It is known as online shopping. So shopping performed through the internet by using a web browser is known as online shopping. So Amazon.com is an example of e-shopping which was launched in 1996. And eBay, another shopping site, was introduced in 1995. So electronic commerce or e-commerce consists primarily of the distributing, buying, selling, marketing and servicing of products or services over the electronic system such as the internet and other computer networks. So shopping, not only shopping, all the selling, marketing, servicing of products or services over the electronic system such as internet is called e-commerce. So our e-shopping is a part of e-commerce. E-shopping is a part of e-commerce. So let us see what are the advantages of e-shopping. So e-shopping save time. With just a click of mouse, you can purchase your shopping orders and instantly move to other important things which can save time. Just by clicking on the mouse, we can do shopping instantaneously. Save fuel. There is no need for vehicles, so no purchase of fuel necessary. Then save energy. In online shopping, you do not need to waste your precious energy when buying. You do not have to go to shops. You can sit at home and buy things. Then comparison of price. The advanced innovation of search engine allows you to easily check price and compare just with a few clicks. You can select based on the particular range that you can accommodate. Then it is available 24/7. That is, online shopping stores are open round the clock, the whole 365 days of the year, and 24/7 it is available. Online tracking. Consumers who purchased the products can track the order status and delivery status of shipping. That is, when the product will be available and where is the product currently. Such things can be tracked. Next is disadvantages of e-shopping. The following are the disadvantages of e-shopping. Shipping rates. Though some companies offer free flat rate shipping, it still may come at a cost. That is, while buying things online, they will charge us shipping cost and delivery charges. Then waiting. There is a lack of instant gratification and even possibilities of delay when it comes to receiving your items. There may be a chance of delay while receiving the item. Suppose you have ordered a dress for your birthday and due to delay the dress didn't reach your home for that particular day. It reached 2-3 days after the birthday. So you were not able to use that dress. Then lack of significant discounts in online shops. Physical stores offer discounts to customers and attract them. So this makes it difficult for e-sellers to compete with the online platform. That is, shopkeepers, we can bargain with the shopkeepers and make them provide us discount. But in online shopping sites, it may not be able to provide any discount. Then problem with refund policy on many sites. There are many sites, they do not provide us refund, but they only provide exchange facility. Then online payments lead to virtual pickpocketing many times. They lead to virtual pickpocketing many times. With our website, some people may log in and do shopping. So these are the disadvantages of e-shopping. So children, thank you. Today's class is over.